Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. This time take a look at the 1997 Ford Cougar 2.5i 24V. Yeah, look, I don't even need to introduce this. Look at the power figure. Front wheel drive, 512 horsepower, 1257 kilograms. This is the most powerful front wheel drive car in the game. Now, the Intrepid was also very powerful. I think that was 505 horsepower. That had the benefit of racing modification. The Cougar doesn't have that, so this will probably try to kill me. Either way, it is going to get 6 laps around the Motorsports land track if it doesn't explode itself in that time. Our current leader is Daihatsu Sirion rally car, which at a time of a 29.420. I don't think it has anything to worry about with the Cougar, but you never know, maybe the Cougar will turn out to be really very, very good. Of course, this car based off of the Ford Mondeo platform is the Cougar, and I like the Cougar. I know it's a very unpopular opinion to have these days. These cars are sort of more revived than, or more revered than the Probe in how much people seem to sort of take the mick out of them. But I remember when these cars first came out, and they were actually known for being pretty good vehicles, all in all. In terms of driving characteristics, it's insane. It actually does not drive nearly as bad as I was expecting it to. And actually, yeah, okay. I was expecting this car to be... It's kind of like the Intrepid in the sense that it has that sort of ability to chuck it. Like, almost like a four-wheel drive car. The problem is, you chuck it, and then just as you're about to exit the corner, all of the understeer catches up with this vehicle, and yeah, there is a lot of it once it does catch up with it. But the actual car itself handles pretty nicely. Like, look at this turning. That is pretty good, especially considering the circumstances and so on. Out of this and the Intrepid, I think this might actually drive a little bit better than the Intrepid does, even though this is more powerful and does not have the front downforce. Yeah, it is solid enough. Of course, I just need to try and get a good, clean run out of it. Unfortunately, the one issue is the chucking situation doesn't really happen because you want it to happen. It really is the only way to drive this car. Straight line speed actually isn't as quick as you'd expect it to be either. I think that was another issue I had with the Intrepid as well. Just like the actual straight line speed of it isn't actually all that quick. But yeah. Cougar is handling itself pretty well. In case you're wondering, there's also Mercury Cougar in this game. I believe the Mercury Cougar has less power, I want to say. When you upgrade it, I don't think it quite reaches these heights. Of course, that doesn't have a racing mod either, but yeah. It is worth noting that car also exists in this game. A 32.189. Pretty decent time. I mean, look at that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I mean, if it had four-wheel drive, if it had even a little bit of power going to the rear end, I think this thing could be so much better, but as it stands, it isn't terrible. I actually quite like driving it. It is a lot of fun. There is no denying that. It's not a quick car, certainly. It isn't hugely quick, I should say. It's not actually around here. I mean, 31.843, that's about average. I mean, that puts it around the S2000 GT1 car, which on paper that just sounds stupid, doesn't it? A Ford Cougar beats a Honda S2000 GT1, or gets near it. I don't think it's quite beating it, but yeah. 31's pretty good, pretty average. But unlike most average cars around here, yeah, this is huge fun to just chuck around. That's sort of what this car's game is. Again, I wouldn't use it for an actual serious racing event. But if, you just want something to have a little bit of fun with and challenge yourself with, I guess, try and win the Gran Turismo World Championships with a 512 horsepower front-wheel drive car or something, you can do that. It was also pretty good at just sort of hooning the rear tyres off when you hold the handbrake. Pretty good performance from the Cougar, as it turns out. Pretty enjoyable car. Yeah, not the best, most consistent of lap times, but you wouldn't really expect it to be. I think you could get it into the 31.7s, maybe, but there really isn't much more to come out of this car. But nevertheless, it's time to see where it places on our leaderboard. On to the leaderboard then, and the Ford Cougar 2.5 goes into 24th place with a 31.843. Miraculously, it beats the Nissan 300 ZX Turbo, although it's not quite as quick as the Dodge Intrepid, the other high-powered front-wheel drive car that we've had around. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hot Lap Classic. If you have cars you'd like to request for the series, you can do so in the comment section below, and go into the description for a full request list form. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a farewell.